In my continuing series of buying expensive things for a cheap car, I have a aftermarket carpet here for the Volvo 240. This is, well, you could get this on a whole bunch of different websites. They all seem to come from one factory in Alabama, but let's unbox it and see what it looks like. Surprised it has so much sound matting on the bottom. I wasn't expecting that. Alright. So we're gonna unfurl this and then let the wrinkles come out of it. We'll leave it down here in the basement for a couple days. And we'll see what it looks like once it kind of flattens out. And then we'll try to install it. But the color looks good. The quality looks good. And that's about that. We'll let it smooth out. All right, here's the carpet. It's been sitting down here in my basement for about 2 days, flattening out. It's got back a lot of its shape now. Looking at it a little more closely after opening it, I really do like the quality. It's better than I thought, honestly, when I looked at the samples. The color, I think, is going to be just about perfect for the tan interior. And, you know, there's no openings cutting it, so I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a bear to install, but we'll see how it goes. This whole thing cost me about $190 shipped. Looking online, you could get it a little bit cheaper, around $170. It's available from a lot of vendors, but they all seem to come from one factory in Alabama. But really happy with the quality. Now it's time to install it. All right, so we're trying to initially place this in the car. The first problem we're going to run into here is that there by the center console, there's no cutout for the center console. So there's a lot of extra material there. And it really, as we kind of try to get it placed in the right spot, and it really makes it hard to get it down since you have to fold all of that over. So I think what I'm going to do is break out the original carpet and use that to kind of roughly template where I'm going to start cutting so we could fit this down a little bit. So the manufacturer recommends working from the middle of the car and then towards the edges. So that's what I'm trying to do, but I can't really do any much more than that because of all that extra material there. So we're going to take this out, put this down on the floor. Hopefully it's not too greasy. And then I didn't want to use the original carpet because I didn't want to get this one dirty, but I think I'm going to have to just for some rough placement, rough idea of where to cut for that center console because there's a lot of extra material there. Okay, there's the original carpet placed over the new carpet. And the fit, by the way, is pretty good. It kind of just, fits down in there. But you can see I'm going to get some chalk and cut out that middle console part. At least start cutting it with a big pair of shears. And then kind of chalk out some of the rough openings and put the new carpet back in the car and see how it goes. All right, it's no going back now. Let's see if we can get it in the car. All right, more marking and cutting. Just wanted to point out that the new carpet does not go as far back underneath the rear seat as the original carpet did. You can see there it kind of ends. The original carpet went a little bit further, but all right, more cutting, more fitting. All right, so here's a look at it, pretty much installed. Gotta say, this was a pretty tough install. A lot of trimming, and this stuff is tough to cut. It takes dulled a lot of my razor blades. It looks pretty good. The quality, I'm still very impressed with the quality. I think it's way nicer than the original pile on the original carpet. You can see some wrinkles, especially here, but the seats will be over that. I think a lot of these wrinkles will work their way out once we get this into some hot weather. Overall, it looks good. The two areas of concern I have are really both up here. So we have this, and this is just not the right shape. So there's this air under here. I might actually fill that in with some just teddy bear stuffing, just to kind of fill that out when I put the cover back on. And the other area of concern is right here. This has had to be hand cut, and obviously I have no great skill in this. But you had to hand cut that shape out, and I mean, obviously pretty close, but you could see that it's a little ugly under there. I might have to fashion some sort of trim piece to fit under there and kind of cover up that rough edge. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. Way better than the dirty old carpet. It was a hard install. It is, you know, it took me days on and off. Definitely some man hours to get this back in. The wrinkles I'm not worried about. There are some wrinkles, but like I said, they're gonna, as this sits here day after day, the wrinkles get less and less every day. If we get a good 90-degree day, I put this out in the sun, I have a feeling this is all just, because it's a thermoplastic, I have a feeling this is all just gonna to smooth out. So there's the completed carpet install. Pretty nice. Happy with it. All right. Cheers.